Myron, I know you always tie in education and football. Just talk about the goals of the Play for Progress program.
So this is a good program. It's called National Student Athlete Workshop, where we try to have these young people learn about being leaders, learn how they can use their athletic gifts to be better students. Basically transfer the properties of preparation, communication, teamwork, hard work, strategizing, all the things that make them a good athlete and make them have success in the classroom. And that's something that I was able to do for a long time. It allowed and afforded me the opportunity to have the good balance as a student athlete, and I just want to impart that on the young people here in the Bahamas.
I know a lot of the kids came here because of football, but the skills you talked about just now, were you able to, I guess, kind of sneak that in there? They may not have known those were coming, but they were able to pick up on some of that?
Certainly. The first thing I told him was I'm not interested in how much skill level you have as a football player. I'm not looking for the next Deion Sanders or the next NFL pro player, the next DeVar Darling, the next Myron Rolle, the next me. I'm not looking for that. What I'm looking for is somebody who's able to work hard, compete, and take some of the properties, the intrinsic properties that this great sport has to offer, and use that to edify their life and empower their journey going forward as a student, as a leader, and as just a great citizen of this country.
And on the classroom side of things, what are some of the things the guys worked on, some of the programs you went through?
So we have a session on organization, we have a session on time management, on study skills, and on self-advocacy. And I believe all of those aspects, it's an interactive kind of session. All of those aspects have helped make me a better student athlete. This is basically the blueprint and the formula for what I use to be a good student athlete, to win a Rhodes Scholarship. And I know it's a lofty expectation, but I expect one of these young people here to go on and pursue a Rhodes Scholarship and perhaps even win it one day. I mean, because I'm giving them all the elements that I use as a young person, and I'm giving it to them before I got it. So if we can really just kind of hardwire that into their mind, change up their ideology a little bit, and change their trajectory, there's no telling where these young people can go. They have unlimited potential, and me and the other volunteers here and the other people who are working for my foundation, we're just here to try to unlock that.
Let's talk about the football side of things now. Any potential prospects you've been seeing on the field? I know a lot of them are very raw, yes. But what have you seen from them out there today on the field?
I saw a lot of sheer athleticism, as you said, a lot of raw talent, not refined, but that's to be expected. If you're in the United States, when you're 9 years old, you have a personal trainer and somebody's working with your technique and all of that. I've seen it for days, and those people basically manufacture those kids to get scholarships. But these kids we had one kid from Eleuthera, we had another kid from right here in Nassau, Anatole Rogers. I mean, he's just amazing. These guys are raw athletically, fast. They don't know how to run yet. They don't know how to backpedal yet. They don't even know how to do proper stance. But if they get all of those techniques down, I'm telling you, the sky's the limit. And I tell you what, I've kept my eye on a few. I remembered a few names. I wrote down those names. And so I'm looking forward to telling my coaches at Florida State University and all the other coaches that recruited me out of the United States that we have a lot of talent here in the Bahamas, and they need to come and try to steal some of these gems from this great country, because it's here. It's here. All they need is the coaching and a consistent motivation to continue to get better as an athlete. And then doors will open up for them beyond sports. Once they get into a college environment, they get a college education, they get networking, they get resources, doors and endless opportunities open up for them.
Your dad was very influential in developing the sport of football here locally. What steps do you think you can make to help that, or see this program extend longer than these 2 days, like just something solid, football foundation here?
Certainly. Something that I always am interested in doing is teaching the teachers. We have a lot of coaches here from Eleuthera, Exuma, Abaco, from Grand Bahama, and we want to teach them some of the skills and techniques that we've used, me, DeVard, and other people who've been around the game of football for a long time. Teach them, this is what you need to do. These are some of the aspects, the fundamental aspects that these student athletes need to excel on the football field. And once we teach them, then they can teach the young kids. And once we leave here, our impact will not fade. And we want to make this an annual event. Right now we have about 60, 70 kids, all from the Family Islands. Next year we want to grow it, make it bigger, spread to more people. But it's just about getting the word out. The first year is kind of the pilot year, and then after that we're just looking to make this even bigger and just have a more magnanimous event.